Audio 8.9.
Most of us accept that we live in a modern consumer society, and that if we want to eat, we have to pay for our food. But have you ever considered whether it would be possible to survive in an urban environment if you didn't want to spend any money? If you wanted to eat for free? Well, this week I met up with Danny Clark, a man who belongs to a community who believe that we shouldn't have to pay for food. I began by asking Danny when he started living without money.
I joined the community about 18 months ago, and I haven't spent a penny since. People probably think we're starving, or living on handouts, or begging in the streets. But it couldn't be further from the truth. There is plenty of food out there if you know where to look.
Really? I wouldn't know where to find food if I couldn't go down to my local supermarket or corner shop.
Well, if you live in the middle of a town, your local shop is probably a good place to start. Shops are constantly throwing away perfectly good food because their food always has to be of a very high quality. It has to look good too. If you told them that you'd be happy to take away any of their food that they couldn't sell because it didn't look perfect, they'd probably say yes.
Or they might tell you to go away?
Well, yes, that's possible. But actually, most shopkeepers feel guilty about throwing away food. Usually, they'll let you have it. We're eating food that would otherwise be wasted.
Okay, I see. That's a good point. How else do you get food?
Well, I get most of my food from foraging. That means finding food that is growing in the wild. Berries and mushrooms, for example. And if you live near the coast, seaweed is a fantastic food. Sadly, I'm too far from the sea to be able to eat that, but there are loads of different herbs and leaves out there too. Being vegetarian, I can find most of the food I need in woods.
But you can't just live on mushrooms and berries.
Well, some of my friends grow their own food in their gardens, or even in window boxes if they have flats. I have no idea why more people don't grow their own. And I barter for food with friends. I'll swap food that I found for food that they've grown.
Okay, but why do you do this? Why would you choose this lifestyle?
Well, firstly, I think we waste too much food. It is terrible that we fill up our bins with food that we could have eaten, and terrible that supermarkets throw food away. By choosing to live without paying for food, I am showing people how much wasted food there is out there, and encouraging people not to waste food themselves.
And secondly?
Well, secondly, I really enjoy my lifestyle. I've built up good relationships with people I barter with for food. I love finding food in the countryside, and, of course, I live much more cheaply than most people. Eating for free is fun. You should try it.